Welcome to Adulting with Joyce Pring. Watch the full video of this episode on my channel, www.youtube.com/JoycePringTV. And if you want to level up your adulting game, check out joycepring.com/collections for my digital products and courses. Okay, so question about how to not feel pressured and what we think about saving in your 20s. I'll let you go first because I have a lot of things to say about this.
First of all,
Thanks for
hanggang
that
ngayon,
ano ba yun? Grabe naman. Okay.
Hindi. Ganito kasi yun. Para sa akin, ito, different side of the spectrum ako. Usually, kapag may mga nagsasabi na kailangan mo ng savings, X, Y, and Z, totoo naman yun. Kailangan naman talaga to save up for a rainy day. But I have never felt pressure na parang life and death na kailangan. Kasi may ibang mga tao na kayang gawin yun because of, kunyari, let's say, I'm gonna speak for myself. Kasi malapit lang sila sa pinagkatrabahuhan nila, wala naman sila binabayaran sa lodging nila, or yung bills are being taken care of. Madali naman talaga mag-save. But magsisimula yun sa financial literacy mo. Pag hindi ka financially literate, ibig sabihin, hindi ka nagsisave dahil sa sarili mo, doon ka na medyo ma-pressure. Kasi madadala mo yun hanggang sa in the future, di ba? So parang para sa akin, don't feel pressured kung yun talaga yung kaya mo at that moment. Kung at that moment, day-to-day ka pa rin na parang you're living from paycheck to paycheck. It happens to the best of us. Don't feel that pressure. Always strive though to improve and to look for other options where you will grow even more. Pero kung ano yung if you're going to have the perspective of ito kasi sinabi nitong guy na to or ito yung sinabi na ibang mga tao, ito yung kailangan mangyari sa na hindi ka pa binibigyan ni God ng opportunity to be able to do that as of the moment. Don't beat yourself up about it, is what I'm going to say. And always strive to just improve.
I would like to disagree. Beat yourself up about it. Just kidding. Dito nyo sobrang makikita yung sobrang difference in personality namin ni Juancho because he's really like that. Like, his perspective is always like, don't worry, relax ka lang, it'll happen, you just have to strive to be better, ganyan. I'm not like that. Girl, if you want to have money in your 30s, you better be saving up in your 20s and do everything absolutely in your power to do so. But I agree naman with what Juancho is saying in that if you're only pressured and doing it because another person said that you should be doing it, then probably that's not a great move. Although I do believe that there is wisdom in what other people online, of course, financial advisors, mga professionals are saying, even your parents, even your friends who are very good with money, may wisdom dun eh. So you cannot just discount it. Like there are certain things that you also have to kailangan mo lang piliin yung mga, 'di ba, magagandang advice tapos the rest na sa tingin mong hindi applicable sa buhay mo, wag mong gagawin. And I completely agree din na may mga taong talagang living paycheck to paycheck lang because yun lang yung kaya talaga. Now, from what I heard kasi dun sa question, parang ang sabi niya is stuck siya between I just want to live my life and I should probably be saving up something because I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
The first thing that I want to say, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, love, is you have to ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to have? So, in your 20s, when you're starting out working, you have to ask yourself, do I want a life where I'm just sakto lang, chill lang, sakto lang yung income ko, sakto lang yung lifestyle ko, nakakapag-enjoy ako, nakakapag-travel ako, pero halos wala akong savings, as in sakto lang talaga. Or, do you want to have a life where madami kang savings and eventually you see yourself retiring earlier than your other peers? Because that's the first question that you have to ask. And I asked myself that question when I was in my early 20s. Like probably 19, 20, I was asking myself that question. And that's why the period of my life from 19 to 26, all I did was work. And I'm telling you, it's not the best route because I lost relationships. Some relationships were not as developed as I wanted them to. I got hospitalized a few times because of overworking and over fatigue. I was isolated many times. I have lost a lot of friends because my number one priority was to earn money and to be successful at what I did. And that's the kind of life that I chose. And then eventually, I chose to slow down. Like right now, I'm not saying naman that I'm not working. Obviously, I'm still working, but it's no longer my priority. My priority now is my family. So you have to ask yourself that question. And if your answer is, I want to be in my 30s, and when I'm in my 30s, I want to be a bit more comfortable and a bit more stable. Then, in your 20s pa lang, kailangan mo na mag-make ng sacrifices and decisions that will be uncomfortable for a period of time so that you can be comfortable in your 30s. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Just to add to that, I agree. Having no plan at all is a roadmap to failure. So, what does that look like? Siguro in your 20s. Yun ganun nga. Just to reiterate what you said. Kung at age 35 or 45 or 40, whatever it is, kung ito yung buhay na gusto mo by that time, what will it take for you to get there? What savings, how much should I be earning ngayon pa lang to be able to, let's say, have my own house in the future, drive my own car, whatever. Kasi isa sa pinaka-importanting financial advice na binigay sa akin is that don't spend money that you don't have. Kapag may plano ka, it will, again, put yourself and not other people into perspective of what you need to do to be able to achieve that goal that you have.
That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joyce Pring and also check out www.joycepring.com for the show notes and tag me on social media with you know it at Joyce Pring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!